What's up, my fellow developers, and welcome back to the Dev Shop. So today we're going to talk a little bit about gem creation. Now you might be asking, why would you need to know about gem creation when maybe you don't even use something like C++ and maybe you just want to focus on script canvas or Lua? And the thing to understand is that the gem system is more of a core component or philosophy of how to use the engine, more so than it being a container of code and things like that. It is the primary system in which you extend the engine, and it's also the recommended way that you transfer files and information between projects versus you having to copy and paste different scripts and your templates and your script canvases from project to project. If anyone has downloaded my assets, mainly the Toolbox that you guys can get on my GUMROAD, that has a bunch of scripts and a lot of things that I put in there from the tutorials that you guys can go back and look after and see the commented code and things like that. Those things are there for you to use in the engine and take with you per project so that you can get up and running really fast. So we're going to take a quick look at how to set that up, create your own gems so that you can better prepare yourself for how you use Lumberyard. This will probably be a two-parter. I don't currently fully use C++, so I'm not going to touch that aspect just yet. But for assets like models and animations, textures, materials, script canvas scripts, and also Lua scripts, those things do not require you to recompile the project when you add those things. So let's take a look at that. So as you can see here, we are in our project configurator. So what everyone should have is about these 5 projects here. So you definitely should have the samples project and the starter game. Since I have the starter game enabled, I'm going to go to enable gems. Let's go ahead and click on that. As you can see, these are all the gems that comes preloaded within the engine. So what we want to do is actually go to create a new gem. Once we do that, let's give it a name and let's call it, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm going to call it YouTube tutorial. You can give it a summary if you want. And you are going to use assets only. Like I said, these things do not require compilation. And once you do that, you want to hit create gem. Now it's going to create it instantly. I'm not going to create a new gem because I already have like 3 or 4 in here. So we're going to go to those and we're going to take a look at those. So if I type in dev shop, you can see my 3 gems here. Most of you should already have this guy here. It just named differently inside of my project, but this is the Toolbox. And if I go into view in directory, this is what you're going to see when you open it up. Well, mine is that guy. You have your preview PNG, which is what shows up here. So it can have a visual representation icon, if you will. And you're also going to have a JSON file and a assets folder that's going to be empty. So for me, it's not empty. Of course, again, if you guys have this toolbox, you should be familiar with how this layout is. I'm still trying to find a sorting structure that I feel comfortable with, but that's what's inside that folder. I also have a prototyping gem, which I use for prototyping. So assets that I might bring from Unreal or Unity, animations and textures and things like that, I just throw it inside of this prototyping gem and I let Lumberyard process it and make it usable inside the engine. And then of course you have my weapons master, which is a collection of scripts that allows you to get weapons, guns created really fast. You have tons of options for like ammo and bullet amounts, damage, muzzle flashes, things like that. I'm working on a new version of that as we speak. So yeah, that is the overview of what a gem is and how you should use it. Another thing that's really great about the gem system is that, well, if we go back into our directory for the toolbox, you'll see that I have the 1.3 version. For some reason, my extension is missing, but this is a 7-zip file. If we were to turn this into a .crate file, we can then take this and actually drag it on top of the Lumberyard editor, and it installs into our gem folders for us, which makes sharing gems across projects even more easier. So yeah, there you have it, a really quick look. At how the gem system is created, how you make new ones, the purpose on why you might use them. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Once again, do not forget to join our Discord. Hope you guys are having a very dope day. Hope you guys are prospering on your projects. And until next time, keep developing.